Yeah, the Sophie Cunningham situation is just, it's one of the weirdest things ever where, like, this is where it's like detached, when the WNBA is like so detached from reality. So, like, if you know, it's like everywhere kind of around the world, when it comes to the Sophie Cunningham thing, it's, the point is what it is. Like, it doesn't even really matter who it's towards. The context isn't really taken into account, but it's like, it's just seen as this funny thing, which it was. Even Sophie talking about it is like, it was annoying Dewana, and so I just kept doing it. Dewana said, "Don't point to me," so I kept pointing. Like, it is just, it was the most nothing burger thing ever. In the WNBA, the point, in WNBA circles, apparently the point is a discriminatory, it is derogatory point used towards people of color. And I'm like, no, it's not that. Like, even at our camp, you're going and seeing kids out there meeting with Sophie, and of course they want to go and do the point. They're going to want to do the point. And it's like, it's funny. They're seeing it online. It's like, people are like, it's not polite. Yeah, neither is so many things. We live in the TikTok era. We live in the TikTok era of the world. It is what it is. And like, you've then got, I haven't seen it. To be fair, I think I've muted the people. But it's like, you got this dumbass here. Like, an actual basketball person, come on, where are the parents? What do you mean, where are the parents? It's fucking harmless. It's harmless. I really, Sophie just as a joke just needs to start just every single time she scores on a white person, she needs to point at them, just as a joke. Just to stop that. But it's like, where are her parents? Sending them to a basketball camp ran by a WNBA player. That's where the parents are. And then you've got here, and this is where it's about, where it's like, you've got 5 players from the Special Olympics team were excited to meet Sophie Cunningham. And Sophie Cunningham immediately coming in and being like this. So, like, you look at it there, in the most harmless interaction ever. You've got, like, the most harmless interaction ever. You've got Special Olympics kids coming down, talking about how they love the point. And then you look at social media, and apparently it's a sign. You see people randomly using the meme. Like, people using the meme everywhere, and then suddenly it's like, people need to stop using the meme. It's the, like, some people aren't the ones complaining, only CC YouTubers keep bringing it up. The WNBPA came out and said that the point was derogatory. And then you've got this joke, and it's like people again complaining about it. It's like, she doesn't point when the kid says, "I love when you do this, she's a muzzle." Like, no, Sophie Cunningham said, "You do it better than me," which is the best way to react. Like, we need to stop in these scenarios talking about, oh, you know, she's been muzzled, she hasn't been. No one's ever going to stop Sophie Cunningham from saying or doing whatever the fuck Sophie Cunningham wants to do. She's acting like a nice human being around the Special Olympics team? And apparently, again, that is a problem. And it's like, I'm looking at this. It's like, this is where you detach social media from reality. You've got, obviously, Fever players. They're looking at all these Fever players. They're meeting with the team. And then Sophie Cunningham's there. Sophie Cunningham! Like, they're all so hyped to meet Sophie Cunningham. And that's just the way it is in real life. Like, I don't think people understand that when you leave the WNBA circles, like, that's all that it is like, people are excited to see players. Like, people are saying, people are just excited to see these players. And you're seeing Sophie Cunningham interacting with campers who all want to get in a picture and do the point with her. You've got Sophie Cunningham interacting with like people on the Special Olympics team. And it's like, and then suddenly this is all problematic. I'm like, this is where you're drawing a line, and it's like, I don't actually think you believe, like, you give a shit about any of this. Because I'm like, you've got a player in Sophie Cunningham who in the last 5 days, all she has done is attended a camp with a load of kids. Seemingly the kids have a great time. And then came back to the Indiana Fever, practiced with her team, and spent time with kids on the Special Olympics team. But yet, if you look on Twitter, she's the worst human being in the world and is everything wrong with the league. And Jamel Hill is ranting about her getting a signature colorway of a shoe. Let's be very fucking clear. There are worse players than Sophie Cunningham that have gotten signature color. JC Sheldon has a signature shoe. Let's be very clear about that. If you look in the NBA, Langston Galloway had a signature shoe for a while. Like, there are bad players that have had signature colorways, signature shoes, whether they're just where they get popular at the right time or work with the right brand at the right time, and their agent is able to get them a colorway. And if you are Adidas, they were probably releasing a colorway anyway for their shoe, and they probably genuinely just were like, Sophie, do you want this to be your PE? Because, you know, you're hyped right now, it'll help us out, and you've got your own PE. Like, it is what it is. Someone says, we can get one of these 2 first round. Ashlyn Watkins or Clara Strack. Strack's not falling to 12, and Ashlyn Watkins is not going first round. Like, do the Indiana Fever really want to draft Ashlyn Watkins? Just look up Ashlyn Watkins as a human. The Indiana Fever are not drafting Ashlyn Watkins. But yeah, it's one of those things now where it's so funny when you're kind of leave the WNBA circle, especially with Sophie, where it's like, you have pretty much got a player that the WNBA should be doing everything they can to promote, because she is, again, for better or for worse, whether you like her or not, one of the biggest players in the league. And if you want to say, oh, but she's not as good as X, Y, or Z person, yeah, sure. But it's like saying in the 2000s that the sport of tennis should not have been promoting Anna Kournikova. Or, like, it is what it is. Sometimes players kind of transcend the sport, or they're big outside the sport. They don't have to be the best player in the world, because let's be very clear. Like, the WNBA were hyping up Angel Reese before she was as good as she is right now. And, like, Sophie's about the 50th best player in the NBA. Angel Reese as a rookie is probably the 30th best player in the league, and they still promote her like the second biggest star. Like, it's one of those things where the league should be seeing who the popular people are and promoting the popular players. Like, it is what it is, and the league just fails miserably in every count. And in a week where all Sophie Cunningham has done seemingly is spend time with campers and, you know, seems seemingly lovely around the Special Olympics team. And these are the clips that have been out there. And you've got the WNBA media pretending she's the damn devil. Like, it is what it is. And it just shows that, again, not only the WNBA, and I had to say WNBA because people are like, oh, it's only Twitter. The WNBA makes decisions based on Twitter. Like, the WNBA makes decisions purely based on Twitter. Angel's the biggest star off the court. The WNBA doesn't promote her at all. In 2026, yes, I agree with that, but they absolutely did in 2024 as a rookie. They absolutely did. But the biggest WNBA star off the floor could very well be Sophie Cunningham. Just purely because of the meme. Purely because of that. It's between Sophie and Angel. Both of them are bigger stars off the floor than Caitlin Clark. But still, it is what it is.